Human first, the day Dwayne Johnson saved a life on set. In the world of Hollywood, stories of glamour, power, and prestige flood headlines every day. But buried beneath the glitz are moments of raw humanity. Moments that remind us why we look up to certain people, not just for their fame, but for their character. This is the true story of a man who, despite his global fame, chose to be a human being first, a protector, a mentor, and a savior. This is the story of Dwayne Johnson, and the day he saved a young life on set. It was a humid summer morning in Atlanta, Georgia, on the set of a high-budget action film. The production crew had been working since 5 a.m., setting up for a complex stunt scene involving explosions, collapsing walls, and intense physical choreography. Dwayne Johnson, known for his work ethic and professionalism, arrived on set early as usual, coffee in hand, ready to go through the day's script and rehearsals. That day, among the dozens of crew members bustling around the lot, was a 22-year-old intern named Leo Parker. Fresh out of film school, Leo had landed this internship by sheer luck. It was his first big break, and he was eager to prove himself. He moved around the set with purpose, though his eyes betrayed his nervous energy. He had been assigned to assist the stunt coordination team, observing, learning, and occasionally helping with equipment checks. The stunt plan for that day was among the most dangerous of the entire film, a sequence where Dwayne's character was supposed to run through a crumbling building as debris fell all around him. The special effects team had spent weeks calculating the precise timing and placement of each explosion and breakaway wall. Safety meetings had been held, protocols were in place. But as with many things in life, not everything goes according to plan. Around 10:30 a.m., the cameras were rolling. Dwayne was in position, sweat dripping from his brow, heart pounding with adrenaline. "Action!" the director shouted. Dwayne sprinted through the building, dodging fake rubble, leaping over debris, and narrowly escaping each timed explosion. Unbeknownst to everyone, Leo had noticed that one of the release levers on a fake beam wasn't locked properly. He tried to signal to someone on the team, but the noise on set was deafening. In a split-second decision, he ran toward the lever to fix it, just as the final explosion was triggered. Dwayne, finishing his last movement in the scene, caught sight of Leo entering the hazardous area. For a brief moment, the world seemed to slow down. Without hesitation, Dwayne veered off course and sprinted toward Leo. "Leo, get down!" he roared. Leo froze for a split second, then looked up just as a massive beam, designed to fall in a safe, calculated arc, shifted unpredictably due to the loose lever. Dwayne tackled Leo, wrapping his arms around the young intern and rolling them both behind a concrete prop just as the beam came crashing down. The set fell into stunned silence. Dust filled the air. Equipment alarms blared. Crew members rushed to the scene. The director dropped his headset and sprinted from the monitor tent. Amid the chaos, there was Dwayne, holding a dazed but unharmed Leo in his arms, checking to make sure he was okay. "You all right, kid?" Dwayne asked, his voice calm but firm. Leo, too stunned to speak, nodded slowly. His heart was racing, but he was alive. Paramedics on set checked them both out. Miraculously, neither had a scratch. But what followed was even more powerful than the near miss. Dwayne refused to continue shooting that day. He called a meeting with the entire cast and crew. Standing in front of them, still dusty and disheveled, he spoke not as a celebrity, but as a leader. "We were lucky today," he said, "but this isn't about luck, it's about responsibility. We can't take shortcuts, not when lives are at stake. Leo did what he thought was right. But this environment, we need to make sure it's safe for everyone, no matter their title. The crew listened in solemn silence. Many had tears in their eyes. It wasn't just about a stunt gone wrong. It was a moment of reckoning, a reminder that egos, schedules, and budgets should never come before human life. What Dwayne did next left an even deeper mark. He personally requested that Leo be moved from the intern rotation to a permanent position on the safety team. He also funded a safety workshop for the entire production crew, bringing in experts from around the country to ensure such a close call would never happen again. Over the next few weeks, Leo became something of a legend on set, but he never let it go to his head. He worked harder than ever, always remembering the man who'd risked his own life to protect his. As for Dwayne Johnson, he never mentioned the incident in any interview. He didn't post about it. No photos surfaced online. To him, it wasn't about PR. It was about doing the right thing. Years later, Leo would go on to become a respected safety coordinator in the industry. At an awards event, when asked who had influenced him the most, he simply said, "The Rock saved my life." Not just literally, he showed me what it means to lead with heart. Moral of the story: true leadership isn't about being in charge. It's about protecting others, taking responsibility, and putting people before power. Dwayne Johnson showed that day what real strength looks like, and it had nothing to do with muscles.